Okay. I'll try not to disturb you while you're enjoying that. I'm going to be coming around and stapling hopefully just one item into the back of your ELA notebook. Raise your hand for me if you believe you received a copy of this on theme. What? Thank you. Thank you for raising your hand and letting me know. I set that back one up for you. Thank you so much. I gotta fit some things into their notebook so you can start learning with your comfortable. Yeah.
Oh no, I thought you meant that. I thought you meant a fun.
Did you need another one, Sweet? Do you need one? A paper? Is that what you're talking about? No. Oh, okay.
So is it like here? So is it like here? I kind of want to do it. Snowman. I kind of want to do it.
Very great stuff. Okay. All right, boys and girls. If you wouldn't mind that. Let me pull up something real quick just for you guys, okay? All right. So if you guys wouldn't mind putting that aside, please. You should have more time today to continue to enjoy that. Or your library book, either one. Of course, I like to see the reading, but it's up to you. Give me one moment, just because we haven't gone over this in a little while. And I never prepared to go over. Oops. Sorry. Oh. Boy, let's try it for a third time. There we go. Okay. Anyone just want to remind me really quick what this is and how we go about getting greens or reds? See, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands, 5 hands, 6 hands, 7 hands. Cool. All right, George, go ahead first. What is it?
I never got a green or a red once.
Okay, can you tell us what it is?
Green, I could get a prize. Red is bad.
Okay, that's pretty good. Somebody
Green
elaborate.
reds is that one. Get a call.
That's right. Green reds is called home. Can someone elaborate a little bit? Give me a little more information, Grace.
Get a green, red, get a red.
Perfect. Give me just a really quick example of getting a prize, getting a green. Yeah, go ahead. What's something people would do to get a green prize? Okay.
Green suddenly. Yeah.
Sure. Okay, yeah, not like calling out, right? Okay, how about something to get a red, Ryder?
You wouldn't be listening, you wouldn't be paying attention, you wouldn't be helping anybody.
Perfect. Okay, good. That's it. I want you to know it's here. It's present. I wasn't going to go over it, but I thought we'd just review it quickly. Let's go back to this. Okay. What I'd like you guys to do is open up to that theme page I put in the back of your notebook. So it looks like this. Okay, and I tried to staple it in so it wouldn't be too difficult to lean on. Get a pencil in your hand if you don't have a pencil out already. Because we're going to be doing some copying of notes today. So Gianna, pencil out for me, sweetie. That looks beautiful, but you're going to need to copy this down now. I'll give you a moment to get a pencil. Get your notebook open. Okay. Could I take a volunteer to read to me what it says in that like gumdrop bubble? Kaylin, nice and loud.
What's got the deal? What was the message or lesson that the author wanted you to take away from the story?
Okay, so this is a question that's going to come up time and time again. What was the theme of the story and how do you go about recognizing the theme? So the standard that goes along with this, I can determine the lesson or moral theme of a story. Fable, folktales, and myths. So does theme ever apply to nonfiction? Nonfiction meaning like obviously a real book, right? Nonfiction is real. Would it apply? Yeah, Theodora, I see you shaking your head. Would it apply? No. And theme is strictly for fiction, and it's when you're trying to figure out what the author is teaching you about the fictional story. And in this case, fables, folktales, or myths. What is the lesson or the moral? We did a lot of this. Gosh, do you guys remember first grade when we did all the fables?
I wasn't here.
And we learned that every fable has a moral.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, let me think.
The chicken that was like that had one leg, one.
Oh, yeah, the Dio Polito. Yeah, that was one, right? About treating others the way you want to be treated. Yeah, Ryder?
The magic fish.
Oh, that was one of the fairy tales. Yeah, and did that one have a moral, do you think, Ryder?
You should be careful what you wish for.
Very good. George, yep.
The really big guy that's a lumberjack, and he had a Paul Bunyan. Yeah, Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, that was one of our tall tales. Good. Okay. There are certain things. Yes, sir.
Doesn't the word theme have like another meaning?
Oh, yeah, it can be a multiple meaning word.
Like, what's the theme of the book?
Yeah.
Theme of the story.
Sure. Yeah, very good. Now, there are some, as this paper says, common themes that you'll find. So if you're asked, what is the theme of this book? We're going to write down some items that are popular that are typical answers. Okay? So, this isn't a smart board, so let me write it this way. First one. Always, and you can copy this down as I write it. Okay, you don't have to wait to discuss it. Don't feel like you're going to hurt my feelings if you're not looking at me. Go ahead and copy it down. Always do.
The right thing.
Yeah. That's a popular one.
But there's some over there. See where it says author's message? That's where to never give up.
There's something with the morning crop wolf. I forgot what it was.
Ooh, that wolf.
All right. Yeah, no, we're going
The
to author's message and author's message and theme can be synonymous at times. That's a really good point. Okay, so this one somebody just brought up. I forget what example you gave me from the past, whether it was from second grade. You got it. Also known as the golden rule, right?
I never got one with like the golden egg that the guy wanted.
That one was about being greedy.
I remember that one.
Yep. The goose who laid the golden egg.
Oh
So you want to. That was one of our first grade fables that we had in library. I kind of squeezed it in there. Sorry, your handwriting might be neater than mine. Go ahead, you can just copy it right down, okay? The next one, another really popular one. overcome your fears. Can anyone think of a story that you've read in Miss Harborough this year that has that as a theme? I know I can. I'm wondering if anybody in the room here can.
Isn't it like Snow Fox how Lily
That book was so sad.
I know.
I was thinking,
I was thinking about that last week.
I was thinking of one that you all read together with her. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, I don't know if they can hear you. She said, "Thank you, Mr. Falker." What would be a fear that the main character overcame in that story, Layla? Certainly, yeah. She was scared of it. How did she overcome that fear, Layla? Okay, yeah, that was certainly one way. How else did she overcome it? What did she keep doing, Ryder?
Mr. Falker told her that she made it through all the grades, outsmarting everyone else.
Yeah.
Outsmarting
Very
every
good.
other
And
teacher.
somebody who's not calling out, Caitlin, go ahead.
I think it was because that she overcome the fear of reading because one Jack, I think was his name.
Eric, I think.
Eric,
Eric,
yeah.
Yeah.
He was being mean to her and saying that she was never gonna do it, so that made her fear.
Yeah.
So once he found Patricia and the teacher did found them at the same time and we saw him teaching
Yeah. Yeah.
and sent her to the principal's office and he left the school.
Okay. And Grace, how else did you try? What? Yeah, it's like that persevere. Good. Okay, which is gonna come up too again. All right. Here's another one. Ready? I'm hoping you guys can relate to this, even as third graders. Giving is better
Then getting.
than receiving. And forgive me again, kind of with my handwriting here going into the little gumball machine, but you can see it, I'm sure. Okay. Another one that is repeated often. Be thankful. Yep, for what you have. Yep. You all have things to be grateful for, and sometimes it's hard to recognize that or appreciate it, but we do. Really popular one, especially in elementary age fiction books as a theme. Liam, I love that you're doing that. You're writing these down for me too, right? You're keeping, because I want you to, this is going to be something you'll be able to keep track of. We'll be able to have an open notebook test at the end. This one is so popular in elementary books. Don't be a bully yet. Can anyone think of a book that you've had with that as a theme? Santa? Yeah, that's true too, right? That's a good point because of Eric. Again, that character. What about, and it doesn't have to be one you've read with Miss Harborough. Anybody, can you think of a book that you've read on your own maybe? That has a bully as a character in there? Someone not so nice? Yeah. Somebody did just say that. Yeah, I was wondering if we could come up with any other, but if not, it's okay. It'll come to you. I'm telling you, some of you are even like thinking right now, geez, I know I've read some other books with like a bully character. It'll come.
Yeah.
All right, here's another one. Now this one we had, oh my gosh, maybe someone will think of it before I can. I know for sure this theme was one of our morals in kindergarten, library in 2nd or 1st grade. So let's see. It is, oh, yeah, it's a rider. It's a
careful
rider.
for what you wish for.
Yeah, it's what Ryder told us before. What fairy tale was that from again?
That was from the Magic Fish one.
Yep, the fisherman and his wife. Good job. Be careful.
I like that one.
What did the fisherman wish for?
You.
No, it was more of like the
Right.
wife
What did she wish
Yeah,
for?
Natalie.
box.
Yeah.
2 months.
You get it? You good? You wrote it down? All right. Yeah, then she wound up with nothing.
You wound up with a dead chocolate.
And that fairy tale was, oh geez, was it German originally? I don't remember right now. Has been retold many times, and some of the versions, Gianna, do have the title that Ryder just said, The Magic Fish. But in this case, the version that we read was called The Fisherman and His Wife. You'll find it a few different ways. If you run out of room on the front, you can go on to the back. Okay, but we're almost done. All right. I mean, you just have to like flip it over right on the white side. You shouldn't run out of room, but if you do. All right. This is kind of what Grace was saying before.
Excuse me?
Natalie, honey, you have a warning, okay? You'll be our next thread, okay, sweetie? That's why I went over the dojo for you before.
Okay, but Madison did not get a book. Because I didn't have a book.
Honey, you need to work. You're worrying about yourself as a full-time job.
What is that?
Understand? Good. Okay.
What is that?
Persistence pays off. Tell me about a character, a book character, or you know, not even a movie character, a TV character. Tell me about a character you know of that does not give up, that is persistent to reach their goal, to have, you know. Yes. Okay. Sure. Like Layla. What? Well, hold on, I still can't hear you, sweetie. Who? Oh, who is that? Tell me about. Tell me. Awesome. Thank you, Layla. Grace. Who's that? Oh, cool. Okay. Ryder.
The Mama is from Ice Age trying to save his species.
Oh, cool. Okay, yep, I know that one. Gianna.
Doctors in real life.
Okay. Sure, definitely, George.
Abraham Lincoln.
Okay, absolutely. Chloe.
Tina Turner.
All right. Yeah, I hear that. Sienna.
Todd.
What?
Todd.
Oh, definitely. That's such a good example. Holy cow. And May?
Harry Potter.
Okay. And Theodora, last one. Oh my gosh, definitely. That's another great example. And strong women like I like what Sienna and Theodora said. Especially we are on the cusp of March. Does anyone know what March is? Raise your hand if you know. Like how February is Black History Month. Anyone know what March is? I mean, I don't expect you to know, so don't worry, Layla. Yes, it's Women's History Month. Theodora and Sienna really reminded me of two important women in our history. Yeah, who just recently passed away. And Helen Keller too. Thanks, Sienna. All right, hands down. Last one. You've definitely heard of this one before.
Don't you have the book side cover?
Got it.
Is it Wheel of Fortune? You have to guess it before.
Yes, George.
You said one of the woman that passed away.
Okay.
What was it?
Like recently, is it the girl in the spring court? She came in. Yeah, her. She died like 2 months ago.
Yep. That's what Theodora said. Yep. All right. So, good news. When you are done writing that one, you have a couple of choices. You can kind of color in the gumball machine like I did in my initial example. I'll show you up top if you want to see. You can work on your SEL picture if you haven't finished that, or you can enjoy your library books. You have 3 options. Okay, of course, I would love to see your nose in your book reading, but it is totally up to you, okay? But once you do that, you can fold it up, put it in your desk, your ELA notebook. Can you see it, sweetie? It says, don't judge a book by its cover. I'm sorry, is it the last one you're struggling with from back there?
I'm bringing this book home. I don't
One?
often
Be
like
thankful for what you have. Oh, giving is better than receiving. Yeah. Sorry, you know what it is on the board, this board that you guys have in the classroom, I can't type on this particular program, so I had to handwrite it. Yeah. You can do your choice. You can color your gumball, you can be SEL, or you can read that book. Okay, sweetie?
I can read.
You're welcome.
I can read John Brown doing treason.
Awesome. All right. Raise your hand for me if you still need this. Everybody good? Oh, you still got it? Okay. Yep. Oh, wait a minute.